Horses on post parade for race number 4. The Deer Family Grandchildren pace. They go 1 mile for $5,000. Here's the field. Number 1, St. Lad Zeke is owned by Sylvia Pierce of Brantford, Georgia Longstreet of Orangeville, Terry Onema trains, Avery Longstreet the caretaker, Tyler Moore drives St. Lad Zeke. Number 2, Invitation to Dream, owned by Greg Hayter of Stratford. Kevin Campbell trains. Corey Dernan is the caretaker. Natasha Day drives Invitation to Dream. Here is 3, Boat Wrecker, Robert Doyle up for Fred McGuire of Ailsa Craig. He trains, and Shane McGuire is the caretaker. Boat Wrecker. 4 is Ashley Sport, owned by the Hutt Racing Stable, Paoli, Pennsylvania, Blake McIntosh of Cambridge, Stuart McIntosh, and Marceline Barnett of Essex. Blake McIntosh trains, Wes McLean the caretaker, Colin Kelly drives Ashley's Sport. Number 5, Flying Solo, Jonathan LaPointe up for David Suzanne Anderson of Oswegan, the trainer and caretaker Vernon Cochran. Number 6, Zach the Men, Scott Ray aboard for Rebecca Williamson of Blythe, trainer Robert Dare, caretaker Marta Antolini. Zach the Men. Number 7 is Dalliator, owned by Gus Versteeg of London, Ted Melchers Kamoka, Greg Dustin trains and drives. Jenny Pinkerton is the caretaker for Dalliator. Rounding out your field, number 8, Whiskey Wisdom, owned by Lima Chappell of Wingham, trained by Chris Long. Andre Goyes will drive. Lena Chappell is the caretaker. Whiskey Wisdom. Full field of 8 here in race number 4. They go 1 mile for a purse of $5,000. Post time less than 2 minutes away. From the inside out, St. Lad Zeke and Tyler Moore. Invitation to Dream, Natasha Day. Boat Wrecker and Robert Doyle. Ashley Sport and Colin Kelly. Flying Solo, Jonathan LaPointe. Zach the Man and Scott Ray. Dalliator and Greg Dustin on the outside. From the back of the bus, it's Whiskey Wisdom and Andre Goy. We're ready to soar in race number 4. It's post time. This field is now in motion, and here they come. They're off and pacing, 3 of them leaving. Invitation to Dream in the middle of the track. Ashley Sport, and from the outside, Zach the Men gets into it early. Crossing over into 3rd is Zach the Men in front of St. Lad Zeke. Racing in 6th, 5th position, that is Boat Wrecker. Then we go back to Whiskey Wisdom, Flying Solo, and Dalliator. Can see them all. 8 in a line, but out of 6th underway early is Whiskey Wisdom, not content with the tempo here, as Ashley Sport grabs the front end and shows by 2 lengths. They roll by that opening quarter in 30 and 3. Trying to close the gap in the pocket is Invitation to Green. Whiskey Wisdom is now coming at it first over on the outside as they roll past the grandstand. We got 5 in and 3 out here. The pace begins to quicken. Racing in 4th along the inside, Zach the Men. Boat Wrecker is out and at it from 5th. Shuffled back to 6th, St. Lad Zeke, Dalliator, and Flying Solo. They reach the half-mile marker, and they're all trying to chase down Ashley Sport. They get there in 1:01 and 4, 31 and 1 second split. Ashley Sport being pressed by Whiskey Wisdom. In the pocket, Invitation to Dream looks full of pace with nowhere to go. Out of fourth, Zach the Men gets rolling. Looks to tip into the three path here as they head to the 3/4 mile mark. It's go time now. Also coming from the backfield is Dalliator. They're once around the track and they're halfway back, 1:31 and 2. Ashley Sport, Zach the Men coming at that one. They're ready to turn for home. Cutting that corner crisply and opening up slightly was Ashley Sport, but Zach the Men is underway, and on the far outside, Dalliator. Up the inside, Invitation to Dream. It's going to be Dalliator! Ho-ho! That was a tight one. Dalliator over Zach the Men, an Invitation to Dream. Please hold all tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, judges have posted the inquiry sign. They're looking at a possible pylon violation going around the first turn. We're looking at a possible pylon violation involving number 2, Invitation to Dream. Please hold all tickets. Number 7, Dalliator, gets up in the 3 path for Greg Dustin here, victorious in race number 4. 2, Invitation to Dream was second. 6, Zach the Men was third. 7, 2, 6, unofficial triactor numbers. The inquiry sign remains posted. Again, judges are looking at a possible pylon violation involving number 2, Invitation to Dream. Please hold all tickets. In front of the grandstand now, here is your unofficial race winner, 7, Dalliator, a bay 4-year-old gelding by Dally, and Viking Contessa, owned by Gisfer Stieg of London, Ted Melchers Kamoka, the caretaker, Jenny Pinkerton, Greg Dustin, the winning trainer and driver on number 7, Dalliator, victorious here this afternoon, 2:01-1. Looks like the second victory in the last 2 years for number 7, Dalliator.
We also invite you this afternoon to come and take a peek at our trackside local market vendors. They're located throughout the grandstand.
With less than 3 minutes to post time, the horses and drivers are on post parade for the 5th race. It is the Authentique Laser Spa Experience. 1 mile, $3,000. Here's the field. 1 bag of cards owned by Jeff Williamson Blythe, Connie McTaggart of Eris. Robert Dare trains. John Archer, the caretaker. Bernard Levine will drive. Bag of cards. 2 is Smockety Frocks, owned by Catherine McClure of Clinton. George McClure is the trainer. Kathy McClure, the caretaker. Dustin McClure, the driver. Smockety Frocks. Here's 3, Marvel Sealster, owned by Russell Ellis of Elmira. He trains and is the caretaker. Jacob Roberts of St. Mary's, a co-owner. Tyler Moore drives Marvel Sealster. 4, Mark Your Page, owned by Linda Richardson of Thorndale. Trained by Bud Sinclair. Quinn Sinclair, the caretaker. Bruce Richardson drives Mark Your Page. Michael Horner drives 5, Mock an Angel, for Susan Woodyat of Milton. Trainer Mike Weller, he is the caretaker. Mock an Angel. 6, Lucky Fortune, owned by Lona Jonason of Brantford. She trains. Jean Jonason is the caretaker. J. Bradley Harris up. Lucky Fortune. Rounding out your field, number 7, Lizzie Borden, owned by Ralph Jardine of Arthur. He trains and looks after the caretaking duties as well. Ryan Holiday will drive number 7, Lizzie Borden. Less than 2 minutes to post time for race number 5. Cards, Bernard Levine. Smockety Frocks, Dustin McClure. Marvel Sealster and Tyler Moore. Mark Your Page, Bruce Richardson in the middle of the raceway. Mock an Angel, Michael Horner. Lucky Fortune, J. Bradley Harris. And to the outside, Lizzie Borden and Ryan Holiday. Field of 7. In the hands of the starter. This field is now in motion. Here they come. They're off and pacing 4 across the track, leaving along the inside. Bag of cards. Smockety Frocks gets away early, as does Mark Your Page. And from the outside, Lizzie Borden looks to cross over and find a seat in front of Marvel Sealster. Then we're back to Mock an Angel, Lucky Fortune. The trailer can see them all. They settle into position now and head down the backside for the first time. Bag of cards on the point for Bernard Levine. A length to the good of Smockety Frocks. Racing in 3rd position, that is Mark Your Page. Lizzie Borden sees it from 4th. Then we've got Marvel Sealster, Mock an Angel, Lucky Fortune. No change in positions here after an opening split. 30 and 4/5. On the lead, it's Bag of Cards. Bernard Levine showing the way. Right there in second, Smockety Frocks and Dustin McClure. 3rd to the inside, that is Mark Your Page, Bruce Richardson. First up and at it, here comes Marvel Sealster. Leading the way, trying to follow that one to the outside, Mock an Angel. Getting a little bit of an inside shuffle job here is Lizzie Borden. The trailer is still Lucky Fortune. 4 in and 3 out after a half in 101 and 2. Tempo set to quicken here as they head down the backside for the final time. Stalling on the outside, there was Marvel Sealster. Your leader on the front end is Bag of Cards, but company is coming out. Popping the pocket is Smockety Frocks. Smockety Frocks up and at it along with Mark Your Page. It is Smockety Frocks ahead, the best of Bag of Cards here as they roll by the 3/4. They get there in 1:31 and 1, 29 and 4, second split, and we've got a new leader, folks. Smockety Frocks and Dustin McClure have emerged with the lead, but here comes Mark Your Page. They turn for home. Smockety Frocks, Mark Your Page coming after him. Mark Your Page up the inside is Bag of Cards. It's Mark Your Page in race number 5. Number 4, Mark Your Page. Victorious here in the 5th race over to Smockety Frocks. 1 Bag of Cards finished 3rd. 4-2-1, your unofficial race 5 triactor numbers. Now returning in front of the grandstand, your winner for Mark Your Page, a base 6-year-old mare by Mach 3 and Raise Your Spirits, owned by Linda Richardson of Thorndale, trained by Bud Sinclair. The winning caretaker is Quinn Sinclair. And the winning driver, Bruce Richardson. That's a driving double this afternoon for Bruce Richardson. Mark Your Page victorious this afternoon, pacing the mile in 2:01 and 3. Number 4, Mark Your Page, $13, $6.20, $3. 2 Smockety Frocks, $10.10, $4.50. Number 1, Bag of Cards, $3.50. Your $2 exactor for Mark Your Page and 2 Smockety Frocks returns $38.80, and the triactor, 4-2-1 the numbers, $1 gets you $232.35. Number 1, Bag of Cards was 3rd, 2 Smockety Frocks 2nd, 3 Marvel Sealster was 5th, 4 Mark Your Page. The horses and drivers are raceway bound. Coming onto the track now for the 6th race. Field of fillies and mares will go 1 mile in the Amberley General Store. Pace number 1, Writer's Edge, owned by Bill Rankin Dundas. Ralph Jardine of Arthur, trained by Jennifer Rankin. She is the caretaker. Ryan Holiday drives Writer's Edge. 2, Artistic Meadow, owned by Shelley Kerr of Goderich. Dennis Kerr, the trainer. Robert Doyle drives Artistic Meadow. Number 3, Furiosa, owned by William Ham of West Lorne, trained by Tom Ham. The caretaker, Jordan Ham. Colin Kelly will drive Furiosa. Number 4, Bet on Me, owned by Roland Trudel Beckencourt, Michael Damfus, Louisville, Quebec. Rene Barassa Fergus. Rene Barassa trains and looks after the caretaking duties. Jonathan Lapointe will drive number 4, Bet on Me. Number 5, Gogol's Card Trick, owned and trained by John Braid of Elmira. Nancy Braid, the caretaker. Tyler Moore drives Gogol's Card Trick. Number 6, Edam Sport, owned by Jeff Williamson of Blythe, trained by Alan Shelton. Bailey Inglis, the caretaker. Lauren House drives number 6, Edam Sport. Number 7, Mirage Sealster, owned by Kevin and Shane McGuire of Park Hill. Fred McGuire trains. Shane McGuire, the caretaker. Scott Ray up on number 7, Mirage Sealster. Number 8, Edam's Trauma. Bernard Levine aboard this afternoon for Rebecca Williamson of Blythe, trainer Robert Dare, and caretaker Marta Antolini. Once again, we recognize all the caretakers who look after the horses and do such a fine job this afternoon. We're including their names in our post-parade in recognition of their outstanding work. It is the Amberley General Store pace. Less than 2 minutes to go, folks, for race number 6. And Robert Doyle, Furiosa, Colin Kelly, Bet on Me, Jonathan Lapointe, Gogol's Card Trick, Tyler Moore, Edam Sport, Lorne House, Mirage Sealster, Scott Ray, and Edam's Trauma, Bernard Levine. The horses are now in the hands of the starter. It's post time. This field is now in motion, and here they come. A little gapped out at the start, but they're off and pacing. It's Gogol's Card Trick, the fastest away. Opens up a quick 2-length lead. Writer's Edge gets away in second position. Crossing over from the outside, that is Mirage Sealster, who finds a seat in third. Racing in fourth position, that is Edam's Trauma. 2 more lengths back to Furiosa, who sees it in fifth. Then we've got Edam Sport, Artistic Meadow, the trailer Bet on Me. They are quite gapped out here as Gogol's Card Trick tries to give him the early slip now. Opens up 5 lengths after an opening split of 30-1. Racing in second position, that is Writer's Edge. Third to the inn is Mirage Sealster. Out of fourth, up and at him. Here comes Edam's Trauma and Bernard Levine giving chase now. Taking the toe and moving into fourth position. That is Furiosa. Off stride goes Mirage Sealster. Artistic Meadow, Edam Sport, the trailer Bet on Me. But they're all wondering what happened to Gogol's Card Trick. 59-4 to the half. That one leading by 4 lengths. Writer's Edge keeps them in the sights. Also coming on from the backfield, Edam's Trauma and Furiosa. Down the backside for the final time, your leader, Gogol's Card Trick, since the word go. Here comes company. On the outside, it's Edam's Trauma and Furiosa. Also coming from far back is Artistic Meadow. They reach 3/4 in 1:30-4. Gogol's Card Trick the one, but look out, here comes Edam's Trauma and Furiosa. Down the stretch they come. Your leader now, it's Edam's Trauma on the outside. Furiosa for place. It's Edam's Trauma in race number 6. Number 8, Edam's Trauma, able to run down the leader here in race number 6. 3, Furiosa finished second, and number 5, Go Gals Card Trick finished third. 8, 3, 5, your unofficial race 6 triactor numbers. Now returning in front of the grandstand, your unofficial race winner, it is number 8, Edam's Trauma. A bay 3-year-old filly by Mach 3 and Astromoan. Owned by Rebecca Williamson of Blythe, trained by Robert Dare. Steered to victory by Bernard Levine, and the winning caretaker is Marta Antolini. 2:01 and 2, the winning mile time for Edam's Trauma. It's the first win of the 2018 campaign for Edam's Trauma.